Well, hello, y'all. How y'all doing today? Good to see you back in the house, in the house, in the house. Glad to be in the land of the living. Um, Glad that you guys, hey, rich niggas, how are you? I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly. Um, hey, Chicky D, my girl, CC, what's good? What's good? Hey, Miss Hunt, what's good? Well, you know, yeah, I guess Rich asked the question. Short answer, yes. Um, this is an interesting topic. The reason why I was so um interested in coming by it, I support a guy, a young man by the name of his podcast is called the House of Urban Lounge, and he has his podcast on YouTube, and he was basically talking about today what I'm going to be talking about tonight. And it says she's confused about why good quality men won't talk to her. And let me explain why. And so he is, with the male perspective, will be talking about this particular young lady. I believe she is I don't know if she's a content creator or she has her own she's in some type of social media platform she has, and she was basically, I guess, saying that there were no good men. So I asked, I don't ever say that there's no good men. It would be maybe you haven't met the right man for you, but there is some good men. But in order for you, hey, watermelon, what's good? In order for you to be meet a good man, sometimes you got to be a good woman, and you have to sometimes get outside of your comfort zone. You may have to date somebody that's not in your ethnic group. There may be some things that you might have to tone down or tone up. It's different factors maybe why you haven't met the one for you or that great guy. But I believe that there is some great men out there, because I know some of them. Now, have I'm not gonna get too personal in my own business, but what I will say is there is some good men out there, and if you haven't come across one, I would say look at yourself, get yourself together, because you can't ask for something that you're not. Right. And vice versa. A lot of men don't believe that there's good women. There's good women, but you have to make sure that you're a good man and that you have the right perception, or you have the right state of mind to receive a good woman. So it's all about us. It's all about timing. Sometimes it may not be the timing. You may have it together. You may be a nice person with great character. You may be attractive, but it may not be your time to be with that special someone. So there's different reasons, but what I don't like is when men and women say that there's no good men, that there's no good women, because we know that's a lie. It may be few and far in between. We may have never seen it. We may have never experienced, but there is good men and good women. We just have to position ourselves in the right place, and sometimes we have to get our stuff together, and sometimes that person got to get their stuff together so you can meet each other at um, the proper time. So I'm gonna share with you this. I'm not gonna share with you all the live. We'll have some. Stop to do some talking points, but he does a lot of explaining just on his own. Very good brother. Like I said, you need to check him out. Yeah, I'm gonna play and not talk so much. It is an open panel, so at the end, if anybody would like to come up, you are more than welcome. Let me go ahead and share this with you guys. And thank you guys for coming through. I really appreciate you coming through and checking this out. I think this is a meaningful conversation.
My handling these phone calls. And the crazy part about it is that I'm still getting phone calls, even while streaming right now. But Nevertheless, y'all, I appreciate you tuning into the
Let me
stream
know if
too.
you
I already
guys
got
can
my
hear
watch on.
this.
Hold up, I'm tripping. Hold up, hold up. Let me get my watch on. Lord Jesus. Hey, when I be unprepared. All right, we're good. We're good to go now. All right, so once again, appreciate y'all tuning into this on stream today. Today we're going to talk about why modern day women are unapproachable by good quality men. Once again, we're going to talk about today why modern day women are unapproachable by good quality men. Okay. Now there are a lot of different reasons why uh, modern day women are not approachable by good quality men. A lot of reasons, a lot of reasons. But we're narrowed down to the main important reasons. First important reason is this is that it deals with the modern day woman and their attitude. First of all, attitude meaning that they I talked about this often too about how the modern day women they have the attitude of being egotistical, meaning that they're entitled to everything, including dating. They feel that they're entitled to everything, including on dating. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the main reasons why good quality men wouldn't approach them. All right. They're serving up. There's another reason why good quality men wouldn't approach these type of modern day women is because when they initially look at these modern day women, um, and they look at them and they see that they all caked up, caked out. They're wearing fake eyelashes. So they caked up with all this makeup on and um, wearing the fake hair or weave or whatever you want to call it, right? And
Hey,
good quality
Omega.
men see that, they already know right off the bat. They know right off the bat that their woman is not being who she is. In other words, that woman is being fake. In other words, that woman is trying to conceal her true identity. So good quality men, they notice that right off the bat.
I'm gonna, we can agree to disagree on that. I feel like it's about people's preferences. Um, I can wear my hair or a lace front and I'm still good. I'm still going to be good. I believe that there is some men that just like natural hair, and that is the women that they need to look for. But there is some women that don't mind as long as it is reasonable, modest looking. It's not like all the way down to your kneecaps. I think that's people's preferences. So that doesn't take away from you because it's some fake people that have natural hair. So I think that sometimes it's about what people like. You know what I'm saying? So we got to get beyond so much. If you wear nails, if you wear a lace front, that you're not being who you are. You're a fake person and you're not wife material. Not saying that he's not, is he's saying that, but sometimes some men have that perception that you are a fake person if you don't wear your natural hair or if you wear nails or whatever. It's about what you like for your woman, but that does not mean that that woman is fake or she's not is trying to hide from who she is. If, like I said, I can wear my hair, I can not wear makeup, and a lot of times, mostly every day, I don't wear any makeup. Um, I do wear my hair sometimes, but if I choose not to, that doesn't take away from my character. That doesn't take away that I can be sincere and genuine with people and myself. So, yeah, I don't agree with that. But like I said, I'm gonna let the brother keep talking.
If they don't see a woman that just looking on,
Hey,
pretty
Dubs. Well,
much
hey, Shakira.
as natural as possible. Now keep in mind. Let me give you this disclaimer too while I'm explaining this. Okay. Now, For a good quality man, right?
Yeah.
It is okay for a woman to, just kind of have a little bit of dab of makeup on, like some lip gloss or lipstick, or a little bit of makeup on, different things like that. It is okay. A lot of one quality men find that very attractive that she's like that. But when you're caked up and caked out, what I'm saying, with makeup on, you're looking like a damn clown with the makeup on, and we can obviously see that. And we know that if we end up on talking to you right, the next thing you know, we wake up the next morning or whatever, then you're a totally different person than what we initially they how the way you initially are when we first meet you, then that's an issue. That's an issue. And so a lot of our modern day men, we had caught on to that. We caught on to that type of behaviors. And so to prevent that from happening, we just don't talk to them at all. We kind of look and just don't talk to them at all, period. You know what I'm saying? So case in point, we're going to talk about a content creator that's out there right now. Okay. We're gonna have a conversation about this because this particular content creator, she had
Hey,
a
realist.
interesting experience while she was out and about. Okay, this content creator, she goes by Nina Does the Most on her TikTok, but she has several different YouTube channels as well too. Her name is Nina on the YouTube channels, Nina Galley, Nina whatever. She has several different names, but her name overall is Nina. Okay. So we're gonna talk about Nina today because she had once again had an interesting experience when she went out and decided to take quote unquote herself out on a date. Okay. So let's go ahead and jump into this. But before we do that, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button to support the channel. I appreciate it a whole lot. Appreciate everyone who's watching in the bushes. Appreciate everyone who's watching the live chat right now. Appreciate everyone who's gonna catch the replay of this as well too. So let's go jump into this. Let's jump into this. Let's see what Nina have to say. All right. So I want y'all to listen real carefully of her argument about her experience. Okay.
Another day of being hot in LA. You know what that means. Nobody's gonna talk to you, and the ones that do, it's like, what? Okay, so here I am having lunch by myself at Joey's of Woodland Hills. Let me start off by saying this. When you're a pretty girl, like when you a 9, 10, you're gonna be lonely, okay?
So she says that she is a 9 and 10. Okay. That is left for uh that is I'm gonna say left for interpretation. I don't know if that's the right um that's your opinion. Okay. Somebody will look at somebody and say that they're a 5, then you have another person over there saying that they're a 10. It's about beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So, number one, she's already starting off wrong to me because, to be honest with you, I think you should have good self. I think you should have good self esteem, but I also think you have to be realistic. What you may find pretty, maybe somebody doesn't, or they say it's okay. So, I used to always, and maybe that was my insecurities, but I always rated, if I was to rate myself, I would say I would be a 5. And then when I'm, maybe dressed up, then maybe I would be a 6. I felt like, yeah, I had insecurities, but I felt like I was being reasonable. I felt like I was being giving a good estimate of myself because I was taught you should never think too highly, but don't think too lowly either. So I think you should be right in the middle. And you just have to be realistic. Everybody that may think you're pretty, may somebody else may not. And you just, like I said, when you think you look good, there's somebody else that looks a notch better than you. So sometimes in the modern women that's out here, I'm just gonna say the women we have out here today, sometimes they, and it's good to have great self-esteem. And I'm gonna say that again. It's great to have great high self-esteem. Hey, Maddie, but I do think people need to be realistic. Um, yeah, you really just need to be realistic about who you are and everything. So if you want to think you're a 10, that's great. Um, but I also don't be arrogant with it. So, and maybe she's not being arrogant. Maybe she's just saying, this is who she believes she is.
You're not going to have a big group of friends. You're not going to have a bunch of guys just at your feet. If you do have a bunch of guys at your feet, you're not a 9 or a 10. I said what I said. 9, 10s, we be getting humbled. They want to humble you. They don't want to compliment you because they feel like, oh, you received that too much. Too much compliment. Her head going to blow up. So I'm just never going to tell her anything. And I'm also not going to approach her because she probably got a man or 10 men. And she probably is a bitch because she's beautiful. So we get that, right? That's fine. I'd be prepared to go by myself out to eat. And that's the thing. Y'all remember Taco Tuesday Bay and Mexican Food Bay from like May? I haven't been approached since them. Okay. So it's been a long time since I've been out on a date. Men just don't come up to me because I think they think, oh, she got a boyfriend, or, she must be a bitch, or so something can't be right. Like, beautiful girl by herself, like, no, it's a trap. Anyway, so here I am at Joey's by myself having my little Korean fried cauliflower, and it's so good. And at the end, I close my check. I have my little cappuccino, and the bar is full, by the way. Ain't nobody say hi to me. I'm not expecting to be talked to every time because it just don't happen. So I just don't expect it anymore. I just expect to be like Princess Fiona, locked away.
But at least she has a good sense of humor. Um, there could be a variety of reasons, maybe why men are not approaching her. Maybe it's because, like she said, they may think she have a man. Maybe they think she's too high maintenance. There could be a variety of things. Maybe they don't think she's approachable because maybe she doesn't smile enough to give a guy like, hey, come up to me, that kind of thing. There's variety of reasons why some men don't approach you, and some men may just have a woman, and they're faithful to their wife or their girlfriend. So there's many factors why men don't approach you. My thing is, I just don't worry about it. I'm just myself. So if they approach me, fine. If not, that's fine too. Most of the time, I be in my own world 99.9% of the time. So you have women that dress up when they go out and they dress to the nines and they don't get approached. But then you have the women that just wear jeans and a shirt and no makeup, maybe with their hair in a ponytail, maybe with their hair in a natural style, maybe with their hair wrapped up, and they get approached. So there's reasons why why men do what they do. It's about what that man likes, what that man is comfortable with. Hey, Steady, what's good?
I don't understand what she's
This is
laughing at.
literally what I tell myself. Like, girl,
Hey,
you
Angelo,
so
Big
beautiful.
Red.
You Princess Fiona. Like, Shrek is gonna have to come and save you from the fiery dragon. Okay, so I close my bill and I'm getting ready to leave, and this black guy comes up to me. He's a little older. Let me paint the picture for you. He's a little older. He's bald. He doesn't have any hair, but he has like a lot of diamonds and bust down everything on. Okay, like bust down watch with the 2 chains, with the bust down, looks like a bust down Cartier nailed it bracelet, but not quite. So something from the jeweler, and then some other bracelets. But his hands were ashy as fuck. Because why your hands so fucking dry? I need to know. It's very off-putting. So I get it when people go under my live or under my comments and they're like, girl, you're so beautiful, but your lips are dry. Because when you got the rest,
Hey,
like
Rare Money, what's
your
good?
skin is dry, it's very off-putting. He gonna come up to me and be like, what's a beautiful girl like you doing alone at the bar? And I'm like, oh, I'm eating. And he's like, but why alone? I'm like, well, because if I waited on somebody to take me out, bitch, I'd be dead. Like, what the he starts trying to like make conversation, but I noticed that his other friends are at his original table. So between trying to have conversation with me, he keeps turning back to his friends, but it's like he's asking me a question and then turning back to his friends, not listening for the answer. So I feel stupid because why you come up to me so that you could just ignore what I'm saying? Like, you, it's only so many times you're gonna have to ask me to repeat what I said because you're not paying attention. I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask to be somebody afterthought. Look, I came up here to get the cauliflower. So then at the end, I said, you know, I actually closed my bill and I have somewhere to be. And he was like, oh, okay, well, take down my number. I said, I'm not going to take down your number. He's like, why? I said, because I'm not going to call you. I'm not going to take your number.
Damn, that's cold blooded.
And then now I have to make the first move. Now I have to call you or
Good
text you. And in
Lord.
my mind, I'm like, I'm not even attracted to you. Like, what the fuck? So then he's like, so I don't understand. So you're not gonna call me? Like, you're not, you wouldn't text, you wouldn't pick up? I said, no, you're conflating picking up a phone call with being the one to reach out. He's like, conflating? Oh, that's a big word. How old are we? I gave him my trap number. He definitely is probably not going to
Crap
get too
number.
much attention outside of like maybe a friend zone. But if this is what I have, if this is all the options, anyway, I guess I'll keep eating by myself. Another day of being hot in LA. You know what that.
Wow, that's crazy. So what I want to see what y'all take is on it. Well, after let me see what Urban says.
Initial complaint was that she's in LA. She went to a 5-star restaurant in LA. Went to Instead of going to the table, she went to the bar section at this 5-star restaurant in LA. Now I want to reveal to y'all that all of this is intentional because if she wasn't looking for the attention or the notoriety or anything like that, she would have simply just had got a table and sat by herself at the table. But the reason why she didn't sit at a table by herself is for the simple fact that she don't want to look like she's lonely. She don't want to look like she's lonely, and she don't want to look like that she's desperate. So what these type of women would do instead of them feeling that they're gonna look desperate by sitting at a table by themselves, this is what they'll do. They'll go to a bar, open up a tab at the bar. Some of them would even pretend that either they homegirls or somebody's gonna show up with them
Hey
at
brown
their
skin,
bar
what's good?
section and sit down and have a full meal by themselves. But also at the same time, while they at that bar, right, they have the expectation that men supposed to look at them, men supposed to approach them. And another reason why they have that type of expectation is because they are hoping that a simp type of man will approach them, see that she's by herself, engage in a conversation, and hoping that that conversation will end off by saying these words: can I pay for your meal and drink?
Hey Tamika.
That's why they do what they do.
What I guess maybe he's saying that because she feel like she looks so good. I'm gonna show you how she looks without makeup, which I thought was pretty interesting. Now, if you would like to listen to the whole thing, it is the Urban Lounge. Let me find the because I when I saw the live, I was like, man, this is pretty interesting. Let's see if I can find it. But I want y'all feedback on this. Okay, let me show you. Now you see how she looks with makeup. This
This
is
is her.
her without it. Okay. It's not terribly, we all have our days, right? But this is her without makeup. And before, she was saying that she was a 9 and 10. Like I said, people have their idea of what they think they are. It's nothing wrong with having high self esteem. I just think we all have to be realistic, but maybe realistic to her is she's a 9 and 10. And she was saying how pretty girls basically they just don't get a break. Let's see what he's saying here.
Without the makeup on. This is her true self. This is her true self right here. Without the makeup on,
Mm-hmm.
without the lipstick on,
Mm-hmm.
without the hair, looking normal. This is how she look. She she goes from that right and look. This is her original look. At the top, you see how she originally looking, right? It's how she originally looking. Go to her page. This is how she originally looking on her page. She's modeling. She's doing all these different things, right? On her original page. But when you look at the main picture right here, this is how she really look. This is her reality. This is the true self.
Okay.
And I want y'all to imagine, especially the one men who are watching this right now. Imagine meeting her one day, right? Imagine meeting her one day. Y'all decide to, have a one night stand, right?
Mm-hmm.
You end up simping out and getting in a hotel for each other, right? So y'all could have.
Do y'all if y'all see this picture, do y'all see a drastic difference from the one that I showed you before and one right now? To me, she has decent skin. She doesn't, to me, has a lot of blemishes. Um, but I wanted to know, what do y'all think? Do you think that there's a drastic difference? From what I heard, a lot of men don't like makeup, or if they do, they want you to wear very little. They see it, some men see it as too much. I think it's, hey, what's up, Duke? I think it's a personal preference. Um, hey, capital C. Urban, I would like for you to come up if you have time, but you said you're on the road and you're listening. A lot of men like natural. Like I'm gonna show you this. Let's see. I'm a little greasy. Okay, so if you can see me, let me know if you guys can see me. This is me without this is me without makeup. I have eyelashes and a lace front on. So when I take um the eyelashes off, I still have eyelashes. When I take the lace front off, some of you guys have seen when I have cammed up with my real hair, right? This is how I look. But for some men, they don't even want you to wear lace fronts. They don't want you to wear eyelashes. They don't want you to wear nails. I'm going to just say that's people's personal preference. Like I said before, um, there's some women that wear natural hair. They all natural, but they fake as hell. You know what I'm saying? So you can find a woman that may wear a lace front, you know, wear the eyelashes, the nails, you know, but they're sincere, they're genuine with you, they treat you like you want to be treated. I just think it's a personal preference of what you want, right? Women get criticized a lot, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes it is a little much. You men sometimes y'all can judge a little harshly because y'all forget that some of the things we do for you, and then we have to hear that's not what I really want. I really want you to just be all natural. I don't want you to wear no weaves or wigs. But what if that lady has, alopecia, right? And she was losing her hair and she wants to wear a wig. Or what if that's just her personality? I have a wig every day. I can wear a different wig every day of the week. And then I can take it off and wear my real hair. Hey, Kenyon. So I just want, hey, Jasmine, I just want people, I just would like a man, right, to accept me for who I am. If I decide to wear my natural hair and rock it, if I decide today I'm not going to wear no makeup, because like I tell you, every day I go to work, this is how I look. I don't wear makeup when I go to work. The only thing you're going to see me wear is lashes, because I like my lashes, and some lip gloss. Maybe a lace front, maybe not. But if I decide to, will you still love me? Will you still see that I'm still that genuine person? You know? So again, I say it's preference. But I do notice a lot more men do marry women that are considered maybe plain Janes. Maybe they just, and I don't want to offend anyone. Everybody has a different style. So I don't want to, hey, Angelo, I don't want to offend anyone on that, because everybody has their way of looking. But you'll see some women that maybe are not glammed up. They don't wear eyelashes. They're all natural, and they have a husband. I see a lot of women like that have husbands. I see some women that are married that are glammed up. You know what I'm saying? And so I just think it's people in their preferences. But what I don't like is when and this is where I say, well, that person's just not for me. I had a guy, hey Gary, what's good? Natural is beautiful. Always makeup and wigs ain't love. Okay. You gotta look at who criticized the black women the most. Most of them look like they've played extra on Lord of the Rings. I'm not gonna play with you, Angelo. I don't look. You're gonna have to tell me this name. I think I know which character you're talking about. Salute black women, you are beautiful. Yeah, some women do, you know what I'm saying? Some women do a bit much. Like, I like lashes, but I don't want my lashes looking like I got butterflies on them. And then some men don't like women with long nails because they say that's unsanitized. But I know I'm clean. I'm extra clean. You know what I'm saying? So I done seen some women that don't have nails and they nasty. They don't even wash their hands when they come out the restroom. I went in the restroom, and you would be amazed once you go behind some of these women how terrible they smell. And they look all natural. You know what I'm saying? Or they don't wash their hands when they leave out the restroom. So I would just say, don't get so hooked up on, is she just all natural? You better do some more research. Just because a person is natural don't mean they really got it all together, and they really, I would say upstanding. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta be, some men have musty balls. You know what I'm saying? That sounds so ugly when I said that. But yeah, so like men and women, like I said, you really have to get to know people. Like an old woman told me, you have to know people. You have to get to know people in summer and a winter. Hey, King Stoner, what's good? You got some musty balls? I'm just playing. So you got to get to know people and give people a chance. But back to the story I was saying. I had my cousin wanted to introduce me to this guy. She's like, Selena, I think he would be perfect for you. He's a nice looking guy. He has his own business and everything like that. So she was like, I'm going to show him your picture. So when he saw my picture, he's like, she's a beautiful woman, but I like a woman with natural hair. And she was like, "Oh, my cousin wears her hair a lot of times too." She said, "Let me show you." I think she showed her a picture, but I think let me go back. She showed him the picture where I didn't have my hair, and she's like, "But my cousin has really long hair." So she she sit up there and well, I went to the bar and I was going up there to meet some friends and her anyway. So as I was going up there, she said, "Did you see the guy?" I said, "What guy?" She said, "The guy I wanted to introduce you to." I said, "No." um I said, I don't even know, I don't even remember how you said he looked or whatever. But anyway, it was another guy at the time at the table trying to talk to me, but the guy came out to the balcony of the restaurant, and he was talking to my cousin, and he was looking at me. And that day I had my natural hair, I had very little makeup, and I had lip gloss, and I had my eyelashes on. And so he was talking to my cousin, and the other guy on the side was trying to cock block a little bit because he seen the guy kind of looking at me. So later on, my cousin was like, "Oh, Selena, he wants to talk to you." I was like, "You talking about the guy that came out?" And she's like, "Yeah." I was like, "So what all of a sudden changed?" He said when he saw my hair, right? And I guess in the picture, I looked like I wear a lot of makeup. So when he saw me without all of the makeup, so he thought I was so beautiful, and he wanted to talk to me. I kind of was a little hesitant because I'm like, I can understand that because you don't know how people look when they take everything off. They can take off the wig, the lashes, the makeup, and they look like a total different person. But at the same time, I was a little kind of standoffish with him because I was just like, yeah, I get it. Thank you. But I don't know. I kind of wish, that he would have just kind of get to know me. I understand men are visual. I just didn't like the fact that when he saw the picture, he was like, "She's really beautiful, but I really want someone natural." And I said, "You know what? That's his preference. So I can't be mad." I had to think about it again. I said, "I can't be mad that that's his preference." But then again, I don't think we would be a great fit because if I decide that I want to wear some makeup, a little bit more makeup, and not looking like a clown, but if I want to wear a little bit more makeup, or if I wanted to wear a lace front, could I do that? And he not trying to, judge me for that. Like I felt the kind of way about it. So I don't know. Maybe I was wrong. Y'all gonna have to tell me if I was wrong about that. But I just was like, I don't know about that. Cause I mean, like I said, I have a lace front every day of the week. I mean, I don't know if y'all remember Ray Jean and Living Single. I'm just like Ray Jean. I have a short, mid length, all the way down to your back to your butt. I just like wearing different types of hair. I like having different types of looks. And I think I would need a man that would actually like that about me, that I can be different. So a man that really couldn't accept me from kind of like doing different things, I don't know if we would be a good match. That's why I said I believe that people have their preferences, but don't hold it. I would say don't everybody's not going to be that. You know what I'm saying? So, and if they don't, does that mean that they're a fake person just because they wear a lace front or they wear eyelashes? Like I said, I think I do things in modesty. I don't wear eyelashes that look like butterflies. At least I don't think. Maybe somebody should tell me if I do or not. Um, I don't. And then when I do wear makeup, I try not to look like a clown. You know what I'm saying? So, um, I don't know. I just think that if you're going to dress for yourself, but at the same time, if you do want to attract, maybe you have to kind of, I don't know. Do y'all think sometimes y'all might have to kind of be what you think most men want? I'm just asking a question. Um, I think for the most part, you should dress the way you want to dress. Hey, atmosphere, you should dress how you want to dress, but at the same time, I think I know for me, I don't want to go too overboard. That's just me. But if you do, that's you. Um, but I'm gonna give him some time. I'm also gonna put the link in the chat for anybody that would like to come up. I think this is a pretty interesting topic. Now I could be wrong. Some people probably don't care, but I think it was pretty interesting that he talked about this. Put the link in the chat and I'm gonna pin it so that anybody that would like to come up and discuss this, you are more than welcome to would come up. Let me see. I like the lady with her own style and her own look. Yeah, I do. I mean, I think women should be who they are. If they want to wear a lace front, they don't want to wear one. Hey, be you, boo. But at the same time, you might get what you're looking for, and you might not. You know. So, like I said, this is me without foundation, without powder. This is me. This is what I look like when I go to work. You know what I'm saying? Okay, give you 7 minutes. Like I said, I don't know if I could share a picture with you, but I'm gonna play a little bit more of what he's saying, and I want to see what you guys think about it. But the link is pinned, so anybody can come up. We're gonna talk a little bit about this. See what y'all think.
Have this one night stand because even though you're simp, you're smart simp, where you're not gonna invite her over to your house, you rather just pay the money to get a room, right? Imagine you after smashing her, right? You wake up to this where she don't got no makeup on, she got this hair rag on, her lips look like it been busted and disgusted. She got all these bumps out, all these freckles and bumps all on her face. Look at this. Imagine waking up to this. You went from this up here on top to that down there. Mm-mm-mm. And then this woman had the audacity to say that she's a 9 or a 10. Mm-mm-mm. She had the audacity to say that she's a 9 or a 10. Hold on, let me see if I play this audio real quick. If she gonna say something on this audio. Mm-mm-mm. Fresh face. Mm-mm-mm. Now I'm not gonna play his on audio. Salute to him, by the way. I've not watched his channel all the time. But anyway, she wake. Oh my God, she wake up like this. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Queenie, what's up? Salute, salute, salute. Salute to everybody who's on coming in as well too. Salute, salute, salute. Um, Queenie, she said this. He should be happy with her natural state as well. See, Queenie, you're missing the point. You're missing the whole point. Okay. The whole point is this. Is that the whole point is this? Is that this woman is self-proclaiming that she is a 9 or a 10. She's claiming that. And she's claiming that based on her looks. But according to what we see, she is not no 9 or 10 at all, period. This is just a normal, average as best woman who cake herself up with a lot of makeup. That's all she do. To try to make herself look good. Now once again, a real man will go for a normal average woman. We will. We will go for a normal average woman because we prefer for our women to be normal, to be they self. I said that. If she want to go out, like if we going out somewhere and she want to put some makeup on to enhance herself or whatever, it is nothing wrong with that, long as it's not excessive. First of all, second of all, as long as she's not doing it to get attention. But these type of women, they be doing it excessively because they want to get attention, and that's where we draw the line. That's where we say hell no.
Okay. So I can understand his point on that. I have seen makeup tutorials where people do have a drastic look that um, they start off a certain way and they end up like a just a gorgeous person. Um, but I have seen, and they did say makeup is sorcery. So some women do. I do see some things that I'm kind of like, wow, that is a bit much. And I said, well, maybe I be even having to ask people that will tell me the truth. Look, if I'm doing a little too much, can you please let me know? Because I don't want to be looking like a clown. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I do want to enhance the beauty that I have. But there is some women that do the most. They lashes are very thick. Like I said, you can see they lashes before you see them. And then you have some women that you know, they got some hey, everybody's style is different. I'm just say that. So yeah, let me let him finish this.
And that's the reason why we wouldn't even talk to these type of women. At the most, at the most, at the most, what we would do to these type of women, and I'm being dead honest with you, what we would do to these type of women, we hit it and quit it. That's all we'll do. Hit it and quit it. Smash and go. That's all we would do. Because that's to, in our mind, that's what they qualify for. That's a smash and go. Because they want that type of attention, period. So we just give them that. They're not looking for the attention to be an actual wife. They're not. Because if they're looking to actually be a wife, they'll put themselves out there to be a wife. They will have the behavior of a wife, which is having traditional behaviors, not having this modern day feminism type of behavior, period. No real man is not going to marry a woman who held this modern day feminism behavior, period. Because they're not going to compete with that. They're not going to put up with that, period. I'm just saying. And this is how the way she is. And just like I say, she had the audacity to sit up here and had a whole lie telling about it ain't no good quality man out of LA. No, it's because of you. And that's another thing too. That's another thing too, is that these type of women, they do not want to take accountability for their behavior. They always want to be the victim every single time. And what's crazy about this is that these same type of women, right? They are going to be the one who sit up here and have a therapist. They'll have a therapist. They go see their therapist every single time. And on top of that, their therapist will be giving them some wholesome advice, like, hey, maybe, maybe it's you. Maybe the reason why you're not getting what you desire is because of you. You're fired. I'll give me another therapist. Fire the therapist and get another one, and another one, and another one. Until that one particular therapist will agree with the messed up behavior. They do it all the time. I done seen it happen. I done seen it happen in real time.
Wow.
So yeah, these type of women, I'm not gonna holler at them. No, Not at all. Even when I was out there in the dating market, whenever I see these type of women, I never talk to them ever. I didn't even remotely talk to them. It was a point in time, and I said this before. It was a point in time when I was out there in the dating market, I did online dating too. And whenever I seen pictures like how she is, like Nina is, right? Like how she is, right? I seen women who look like this, right? Guess what I did? I kept swiping, like,
Wow. So brown skin, thank you for joining me. What is your take about this?
Um, is it even straight? I'm sorry.
Can you hear me?
Hold on. Let me get my second.
Okay. Yeah, some men just do not, they don't like it, and like I said, it's people's personal preference. But like I said, if I do decide to wear a little bit more makeup or wear a lace front, as long as I feel like it's not over the top,
Okay.
I, you know,
Mm-hmm.
um, I still think it's fine. So give me your opinion on this, brown skin.
My opinion, my first of all, is he even straight? Is my question because he giving off
Yeah.
feminine vibes. Okay. Well, and this is
Mhm.
my thing too. So, is he a therapist? Did he say that?
No, he just has his own podcast. Yes, he has his own podcast on YouTube, and he talks about different things like this that goes on.
Oh.
He's also married, so he was just giving his opinion on this particular person that has a social
Hmm.
media platform. And if you were here earlier, she was just saying that how there wasn't any good men in LA, and she was just
Okay.
saying how she feels like she's a 9 and a 10. And well, if you're a 9 and a 10, you basically don't get men approaching you like that. So he was just talking about how basically how some men may see her, where she might think she's a 9 or 10. You can't ever tell because how some women, like he was saying, is so caked up with makeup, you really can't see how they really look. So that was just like I said at the very beginning. If
Hmm.
you have time or if you want to, you can go back and look at the beginning on what she was saying in the video.
Hmm.
So
Yeah. 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 I get it. I get it. And yeah. I heard what he was saying, and
mhm,
I heard him say something about people and therapists, and they switching therapists because they're not saying what they will. So I just assumed that he was a therapist, or maybe he would like for us to think that he's a therapist. But
mhm.
this is my whole thing though. Um, why is that a big? It's almost like um, some men are infatuated or like fixated on putting women down. Like, why are you even instead of doing that? Why don't you tell her she's beautiful and she don't need all that?
Right,
If you feel that way,
right.
versus saying you doing too much and trying to make somebody feel bad, because that'll go a longer way and get your point across versus trying to put somebody down for doing what they feel like they need to do to attract a man.
Right. I can understand that too, brown skinny. And let me tell you this, let me say this. Thank you, Russell Red. I
Oh
appreciate
Lord, not this one. I'm sorry.
you. Gotta leave my friend alone, brown skin. That's my
You
buddy.
said the black women gotta meet you. Russell Ray, hit the link real quick. I want to talk to you.
Yeah, Russell. That's my boy. Russell Red. Yes,
He
welcome,
said we
Russell
starting a Me
Red.
Too
Real
movement.
money in the building. In the building. But brown skin crazy.
Hit the link, Russell Red.
So
I would
so
love to
yeah,
talk to you.
Russell Red, you're more than welcome to come up,
Sorry.
sweetie. Rare money, you're welcome to come up. Anybody's
Yeah,
welcome to come up. Um,
yeah.
what
Shout out
I
to Rare
will,
Money because he's been nothing but respectful, even if
oh
we got
yeah,
different opinions. But Russell Red, you want some other stuff, my guy? Hit the link.
but brown skin, like I was saying, I think sometimes we are more encouraged when people come, if you come a certain way, more people are willing to kind of, I guess, kind of heed to the advice rather than, is that kind of what you're saying? Um,
Yeah,
if
I
they,
mean, that's just like with anybody. You
Mhm.
get more, what they say, you get more bees with honey than
Honey,
vinegar or something like that,
yes.
right?
Hmm.
So, I mean, that goes with anybody,
Okay.
anybody. So,
Right.
the same should be said for us. But ask yourself, like, why are we? And I'm one of them too. Look, I got me a good old lace front end, love it.
Yep.
But you got to think about it. First of all, natural hair is a lot to take care of, but also, if we've been programmed into this like Eurocentric idea of beauty, where did it come from? And also the fact that I'm gonna bring this into it. I'm gonna bring this into it, right? Because what he say, Selena,
Look.
how much I got to pay to drop? Right, that's what I'm saying. That's what he always do. He throw his SSI check around to get people dropped off him. But
Oh Lord.
no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm on some other stuff. But come
Okay.
on up, Russell. I want to have a conversation, and I'll be quiet. I'm not gonna talk over you because
Russell.
I heard you say something about a Me Too movement. Just because I had women on my panel talking, like, what are you talking about?
Oh,
What
Russell
are you
said
talking
that.
about? Look,
But
he always trying to throw that money around. But don't do that. How about have a conversation instead of trying to drop people? How about have conversation?
you got your wish. Russell Red is in the
What's
building.
up,
Thank you for
Russell?
reminding me.
Look, I'm gonna be respectful. Russell Red.
Russell, how are you, sweetie?
BSL, you know damn well you ain't got no respect in none of your bones, baby.
Oh Lord.
Respectful. What? I'm sorry. What did you say? Look, I'm sorry. What did you say?
You can't hear me? Can you hear me?
I heard like the first beginning. I didn't have respect for what?
You don't have no respect at all in your bones at all, baby.
You think that?
What's going on, man?
What makes you? First of all, hello,
How you doing?
blessed and highly favored.
I guess. What's
I'm
going
sorry,
on? What you
Selena.
want to talk
What do
about,
you want to
man?
know? Oh shit.
Russell, why
Um,
why you say
go ahead.
she don't have respect in her bones?
Man, that girl got,
I'm a woman.
man,
I'm a
that
woman. Go
girl,
ahead, though.
you need to go to church. That's what you need to do.
You think church gonna help?
Not you, hell no.
Yeah, but
The devil's a lie.
you just told me to go to church, though, boo.
The
Make up your
devil's a
mind.
lie.
You gonna give advice?
BSL, what's going on, baby? You asked me to
Don't
come
call
up.
me
What's going
baby.
on, man?
I ain't your baby.
Well, what's
You
going
don't
on,
respect me.
BSL? What's going
Um,
on, BSL?
life. Just living and learning and growing, understanding people, standing 10 toes down, standing what I believe in.
And what's
You
10
know.
toes down? What is 10 toes down to you? Because I don't want to take away
Uh,
from Selena,
yeah,
beautiful
I don't
message. How
either.
you doing,
But
Selena? I'm sorry.
Hey
I
Russell,
apologize.
what's good?
How you doing, baby? I'm
Good to
sorry.
see you. Good to see you.
Okay, okay. What's going on,
yeah,
BSL? You
but
called
I'm
me
glad
up
that you
here.
came up because I heard you say on somebody's panel. I think it was somebody's panel, but you were like you felt like it was a Me Too movement and you wouldn't support black women if what they came together in support of each other.
No, I don't support that.
You don't support black women supporting each other?
No, I don't.
Why is it?
Wow.
Why is that, Russell?
Wow.
Why is what?
What you just said, you don't believe in, black women supporting each. Hey, Tota, how are you, sweetie?
I'm gonna mute y'all.
Because that's what you got a black man for.
Okay.
That's why we have relationships. We supposed to be with one another. And when a woman gets with a man, they
Mm-hmm.
don't have time for they black homegirls and all that other shit. They're gonna be focused on that man.
Okay.
So I have no
Oh,
problem with,
mhm.
us us as black people sticking together as a group.
Mm-hmm.
But just saying black women, just black women, nah, that's not on the agenda. Not
Gotcha,
in
Okay.
gotcha.
my
Let me check this calendar. It's 2023. Nobody told you?
BSL. BSL, can I ask you a
Hmm.
question?
But no, you're not finna answering my question because I want you to understand what you just said. You don't
Okay.
want black women to be supportive of other black women. So, but if it what? So you're rather a black woman be mistreated and nobody stand up for her? Because I'm not sure if you were over there, right? And this, but you know what kind of woman this woman was that we were supporting. But I didn't see not now man come to her aid on YouTube,
Who you
right?
talking about?
So,
Who we
but
talking
it's
about?
wrong. Did you see? You're talking about my panel, right? Because oh, I forgot you said you saw the Armando's panel.
No, I didn't see your panel. I
You
was
saw the
seeing
Armando's.
I seen clips of it, but I didn't see your whole panel. I don't know what you're
Oh,
talking
okay,
about.
okay. Well, maybe you should
Nah,
see all of it because you can get the context of it.
I really don't want to see it because I really don't like that lady. I really feel
Yeah,
like
me too.
I
Me
really
too.
well, I don't know. She was on your panel, so y'all was chopping it
You
up.
said
So
you
I
said you
don't
do
know.
like the lady or you don't like the lady.
No, I don't like one lady.
Oh, the same one that Kwame used to support.
No, the same one that you used to get into it with.
Absolutely. And I was
Okay
willing
then.
to put it aside in support of Lovelace.
No, but
Hmm.
but see, that's the thing about it. Once you don't like somebody, I don't give a damn what it is. You can't support somebody and you don't like somebody just on the
Isn't that
strength
kind of
of
single minded?
yeah.
Can't we put go ahead.
No,
I'm sorry.
no, not really, because at the end of
Oh.
the day, I mean, if she did something egregious towards you and your family, I mean, shit.
And did you say something about it?
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Nah, I mean, I really didn't
Okay,
care
well, you
because
can be quiet
it
on that
didn't
subject
affect
because
me.
you didn't say nothing about it.
I mean, I
You didn't
really
speak
didn't
up.
even know you. Okay,
Oh, okay. Uh-huh.
hold
But
up.
you knew her. You knew her. Go ahead.
I knew her as far as what?
But you knew about what she did, right?
I mean, I heard about it, but I mean, it was
She
nothing.
always
I
heard
mean,
me.
what can I do about it? BSL.
What what can I do?
I mean, you was fucking with your mans. I mean, shit. Since y'all fell out, I don't know what the fuck going on, but I
What
mean,
you mean?
he was riding with you. You had a whole
Who?
team. You had a whole team riding
Who?
with you.
But hold on,
The
bro.
skinny guy,
What's
the skinny guy.
oh yeah. And you know why we fell out? Because I stood on my own.
Okay, and
I
that's
stood on
cool.
my own.
And listen, BSL. I'm gonna put it like this. I have no problem
Mhm.
with you
Yeah.
being who you are.
Uh-oh, sorry, y'all.
Okay, but I mean, when you start trying to group up and do that group up shit, understand something, man. It's a black issue. You ain't
What?
just in this.
What are you talking about? You ain't
Hold
making
up.
not now bit of sense.
Okay? So can I finish?
Go ahead.
You asked me to come up, and I'm just gonna
I did.
finish.
I did.
All right. So what I'm trying to tell you is, black women ain't the only ones suffering in this world. It's a
Hmm.
black man as well.
Right.
Anybody that shares my skin color is gonna be suffering in this world.
I agree.
So for you to try to just say, okay, it's a black woman thing, well, you excluding all your black sons, your black baby daddies, your black
I ain't got no
fathers.
baby daddies.
Well, you
But go
got a
ahead.
father. I mean,
Listen, I had a father and he made
somebody
me who I
bust.
am.
Okay, but
Mhm.
somebody had to bust a nut in your mama
Oh
to
wow.
make you come up
You
out of
see
here.
this?
I'm just saying, somebody, you got kids, so obviously you had to have sex with another man. I don't know what race he is, but
It was a black man and he was my husband.
okay,
I
well
ain't
then
got
there
no
you
baby
go then.
daddies. He
Okay
my
then,
baby
so
daddy.
okay then, but well, y'all got kids together. He's your kid's father. He might not be your husband no more, but he's still your kid's father.
Yeah, but I don't like the baby daddy term because that
Okay, so
implies that something
listen,
negative. Mhm.
all I'm trying to make you understand is it doesn't matter about black women and all the other shit. They're gonna look at you
What?
as listen what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying, and I'm gonna let you go. It doesn't
Okay.
matter about it doesn't matter about black women. it matters about your black skin. That's all they care about. And I'm gonna let you go. Go ahead.
Okay. Now you say that, but like you're speaking out of both sides of your neck. You're saying that it doesn't matter about black women, but you are literally saying that you got an issue with black women coming together. We're black, we're all black, right? So why would you have an issue with black people coming together support black people based on your logic?
Well, you saying two different things. First, you said black
No,
women. Now you
I
saying
know.
black
I'm
people.
no, you're saying that. You say it doesn't matter about us being black women. We're all black people. You said
I
that.
understand. Okay, so I understand that, but understand what I'm trying to tell you. You can't survive just you can't survive just in a village of all women. You're gonna need a
What?
man at some point. You're
Who
gonna
living
need
in
a
a village?
okay,
Who
but
living
you
in a
saying
village, sir?
okay, but listen what I'm saying. You saying
Uh,
supporting black women. I'm
yeah,
saying we need to support each other. I don't care if you're a man or a woman. I'm in support of black yourself.
but you
So
just said that you would not support black women that support other police. Literally said that.
I would not okay, so let me make myself clear. I would not support black women getting together trying to go after black men content creators because they're
What?
in their feelings. Yes,
Okay.
I
So
don't
you
do
so
that.
right, right. So you didn't hear what happened, right? Because obviously, you got to mix up. Ain't about going against black content creators. Because some of the my favorite people are black male content creators in this sector. But and I think okay, look, let me just be real with you. This is what I think. I think that y'all are some group people. And you just want to support one certain group. I feel like some of y'all got like mommy issues or something or daddy issues, and you're trying to take it out on women like me, but it's not gonna work. You just gonna make yourself mad, sir, because I ain't getting down with it. I'm not her.
Okay.
So what do you mean by that, BSL? I don't understand. What
I
do you
feel
mean
like
by that?
mhm. I feel like you got some other stuff going on, and that's not for me to be worried about. But what we're not going to do is we're not going to put down black women to feel better about ourselves because I love black men. I love black men. Black men love secure black men. But see, what I see in this sector is a lot of insecure men with issues that stem directly from, so, I don't know what's going on, but they take it out on black women like we did something to y'all. No, no.
What do you
Why
mean?
wouldn't I support another black
Give
woman?
me
Because black men won't, before y'all would support anybody else, y'all would support another black man. Okay,
give me an
okay. And
example.
before I support any, mhm,
Give
uh-huh,
me an example on what black
okay.
men are doing to you on this app.
It's not just it ain't gotta be me. I see it, right? Y'all are over there with Biz 101, sir.
Okay.
Okay,
Biz one no Biz 101. Everything is
okay,
all good. This dude was on the sexual registry, a child predator.
okay.
What you mean, okay?
I'm letting you finish. I'm
And
listening.
y'all are allowing like y'all acting like it ain't nothing, right?
But you
But
but
when
you
women
got
come
but
together in support, hold on. When women come together in support of a woman who was definitely done wrong, who has been nothing but nice and peaceful, then you want to say, "Oh, they getting together for some Me Too." Get okay. Look, make that make sense, please, Russell. But you can't. Don't even
okay.
waste
So
your
I'm
time.
I'm I'm gonna I'm gonna make I'm gonna
Explain the
make it
Biz
make.
one on one stuff. Why you over there with Biz 101?
Hey guys, y'all, I'm gonna give y'all a few more minutes, and then I'm gonna let
Okay,
Mr. Urban
okay.
speak.
All right, Selena.
Why?
I'm just gonna prove my point, and then
Why?
I'm gonna
No,
get
no,
up
no.
off
I
of here.
want to know why you over there with Biz 101, sir,
I'm
who
over there with
violated little black girls.
okay, but that didn't that wasn't what that said. But
What?
this is what I'm gonna say. Hold up.
No,
Give
no.
me give me one give me
Can
give
you
me
answer
one
the question,
second.
please?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Mhm.
answer the question.
Okay.
I fuck with Biz because he knows about that money. He knows about that
Wow.
Bitcoin. Now
Wow.
I'm gonna
Okay.
say this. Now I'm gonna say this. Whether you like it or not, okay, that's fine. You can throw Biz out there. Y'all can use Biz all you want. But what's up with you and facts? Because
Well,
from what I heard,
facts was
nah,
never on the registry.
I heard, but it
Fact was
doesn't
never
matter.
on the registry.
The
Biz
police
101
report,
violated Biz 101 violated a girl who was delayed, and then he went
he
to
didn't
another
touch her
state
though, man.
and asked for a little girl to suck his penis, and he got put on the
Okay,
child registry list.
okay,
Now
but he didn't
answer
touch
that.
her though.
Answer that.
He
Don't
didn't
do that
touch her though.
deflection with me because I'm not one of them fucking retarded ass Quamites, sir. Get out of
Quamite.
here with
What is a Quamite?
that two head. You speaking out of both sides of your neck. You just keep paying money. Keep paying money to try to control the chat because you ain't
What
got
is a
no logic.
what is a
Okay.
Keep paying your
Quamite though?
money. Keep
What is
paying
a
your money.
Quamite though?
Keep paying your money.
All right.
I'm done.
All right,
All right. Thank you,
Brownstein.
Selena.
All right,
Thank you, boo.
appreciate it, baby.
All right, bye, boo.
All right. I'm gonna let thank you, Russell. I appreciate you and Brown Skin. Y'all a blessing. I'm going to let Urban talk and tell us a little bit about the live that he did concerning this content creator. How you doing, Urban? Thank you for waiting so patiently. I
I
appreciate
appreciate
you.
you.
I'm good. How's my audio sounding? Am I echoing? I'm good.
I
I
think
think
I'm
I'm
echoing a
echoing
little
a
bit.
little bit.
Okay. I turned the echo cancellation off. I'm gonna turn it back on, see if they help. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Okay.
While he's doing that, I'm going to share with you a brief video. It's a minute, I think, about what feminism is, because I'm not sure a lot of people really actually know what it is. So I'm going to share this real quick, and then it's 1 minute and 44 seconds.
Is a social and political movement that advocates for the equality of the sexes, the recognition of women's rights, and the empowerment of women. The origins of feminism can be traced back to the late 18th century during the Enlightenment period when Mary Wollstonecraft wrote her book, A Vindication of the Rights of Woman. However, it wasn't until the late 19th and early 20th centuries that feminist movements gained momentum across the globe. This first wave of feminism focused on gaining suffrage rights for women as well as access to education and employment and reproductive rights. The movement was largely driven by middle-class white women in Europe and North America. The second wave of feminism emerged in the 1960s and 1970s and sought to address issues such as gender inequalities in the workplace, reproductive rights, and domestic violence. It was a more diverse movement with women of color, LGBTQ+ individuals, and working-class women playing significant roles in its development. The third wave of feminism emerged in the 1990s and focused on issues such as intersectionality, body positivity, and the representation of women in media and politics. This wave acknowledged that the experiences of women are not monolithic and vary based on race, class, sexuality, and other identities. Modern feminism seeks to continue the work of the previous waves by addressing ongoing issues such as the gender pay gap, reproductive justice, sexual harassment and assault, and political representation. It also aims to dismantle systematic inequalities and oppressive structures that harm women and other marginalized groups. As always, I hope you found this video useful.
Okay, so this comes from London City Girl. For those who don't know what feminism is, what do you think about feminism? Like, do you believe that it is toxic, that it is really destroying I would say the women of today? Can you give me your insight on that?
Yeah, sure. First of all, thank you so much for inviting me on your platform today. Appreciate you also
Always.
sharing out my video.
Mhm.
Salute to everyone in the chat as well too. Now, I don't agree with modern day feminism, but the original first and second wave of the feminism movement, I do agree with that because of
Okay.
what was happening during that time frame.
Okay. Because the women, were treated unjustly. And do you still see that now?
Well, in modern day feminism, I don't see that now because we're operating more of what they're talking about equality. I believe more than ever, women are more equal to men in a lot of things, such as in the workforce. One of the biggest issues about the first and second wave of feminism is that women want to have the right to to have fair wages, and they also want to have the right to vote. So
Right.
we're experiencing that right now in modern day feminism, where they have the right to do that. They have the right to choose. Okay.
Okay. Hey, Rare Money, how are you, sweetie? Um, I wanted to
Hey there,
ask,
how you doing?
how you doing?
All right. How you
I'll give.
doing, Mr. Irvin?
Salute, where money. How you doing?
All right.
I wanted to ask you now. How does the young lady, the video that you shared today, how does that correlate with the modern feminism? Like, how does that go together?
Well, we're glad you asked that question. How the way it correlates to that is because of the behavior behind it.
Okay.
A lot of modern day women, they have this different type of behavior versus how the way they were in the past. They have a more of a entitlement type of behavior, especially towards men. And that's
Okay.
what I don't agree with. Now, whenever I talk about these type of topics on my platform, I let my audience know that I'm talking about a certain type of women. I'm not talking about every woman, because I know that every woman don't resemble this type of behavior, but there are only certain type of women that does. And in this case, Nina, yeah, she absolutely resembles a modern type of woman, feminist type of behavior, where she feel entitled. She feel that since she look a certain way, that she qualify for any type of man that she desired, but in reality, that's not true.
Okay. Okay. So what are those type of women? Can you give me some specifics on what the type of women that you're talking about?
Well, I could tell you about the behavior of it,
Okay.
about these type of women. So basically, the behavior is this: these type of women, once again, they feel they have an entitlement mentality, meaning that they feel like that they could get any and everything. Some of us
Mhm.
would call this having a princess like mentality, where I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was whether the father who did this to them, where they just gave them everything. There was a yes man and just gave them every little possible thing that they could
Mhm.
receive. And when they get into these relationships, or when they become an adult, they have the same type of one mentality. Another thing too is that they have, instead of having like a more feminine type of energy, they have more of a masculine type of energy, meaning that
Okay.
instead of them allowing a man to be a man, allow him the ability to protect and provide and lead, they want to exercise the rights of equality and overstep their boundaries and try to lead over that man. They try to emasculate that man, telling that man that he's um less than adequate, telling that man that they really don't need him, and different things like that. And that goes to my final point, is that these type of women with this type of behavior, they feel like that they could survive on their own without a man, but yet it's still they seeking to be with a man.
Oh, okay. So did you kind of follow a lot of Kevin Samuel's teachings?
Yeah, absolutely. Matter of fact, you could consider me as being a red pill slash manosphere type of content creator. But the only difference with my content and a lot of other people content over there is that whenever I talk about these issues, I talk about a certain type of behavior of people. Okay.
Mhm.
And then when I talk about that, I always talk about the accountability part. And I also, at the end of the day, give solutions of how the way we could change the behavior where everything can be balanced. Um, Throughout my understanding with the red pill community and the manosphere community, there
Mhm.
are men over there who resembles incel type of behavior, meaning that they just don't like women, period, and they just want to, do their own thing, period. I don't agree with that behavior at all.
So what are they not heterosexual or what? What is that like?
They're heterosexual. It is that they don't want to have nothing to do with women because of their past experiences with dealing with women. Maybe
Uh-huh.
they had a crazy baby mama, or they made poor choices. Whatever the case may be, they came to that conclusion that they don't want to deal with women no more, period. It's the same concept with women who are, I call them being in the pink pill space. And these type of
Mhm.
women, they the one who follows along with content creators such as Cynthia G and all these other type of content creators out there that's
Mhm.
talk about divested from men, which I don't agree with
Okay.
that type of behavior as well, neither.
Okay, I got you. Thank you for explaining that. Hey, Shirley, what's good? Um, okay, thank you for explaining it. Rare Money, what would you like to add to this? Or if you had a question you want to ask, Mr. Urban?
No, I was just listening to him, listening in. I agree with mostly what he's saying, and I just had a statement. Well, I guess it's a question.
Mm-hmm.
When is it? Because I hear a lot of you saying you and it's on both sides, men and women. If I'm telling you what I think you need to do to get better for us to be compatible,
Mm-hmm.
it becomes attacking, and it's on the men's side and the women's side. So when do we get to the point where we set that down? It's basically an excuse and a cop out, in my opinion. If I'm telling a woman, hey, this is what a man is looking for. He wants you to be gracious. He wants you, because back then we women was virtuous. They had a grace about them. They
Mm-hmm.
automatically had respect. Just by looking at them, you can already tell what type of woman woman was just by laying eyes on her. But now it's a different ball game in 2023.
Right.
So it's the I think the accountability part has like you said, that entitlement where you can't tell me I'm wrong, and if you tell me I'm wrong, then I'm just gonna say you're attacking me.
Yeah, it's a little thing called ego, too, because a lot of people have so much ego, they're not willing to have a conversation. I think you have to have a person that wants to build with you. If you can find, I feel like a woman or a man that wants to build with you, y'all can have a conversation and without it being like, oh, this person is attacking me or I'm attacking him. You have to have somebody that wants to build. You have to have someone that wants to have an understanding. And I just don't see, sometimes I don't see a lot of that going on because so many people are into their egos and they're so busy trying to be right rather than how can we make this work? That's what I see. And it all just stems
And,
back to me with ego.
and let me add on to that as well too. Throughout my experience, professionally and personally, one of the biggest things that we lack is effective communication.
Right.
We honestly do not know how to talk to each other at all. We don't know how to fully express our feelings and emotions, especially in relationships. Um, what we tend to do is instead of expressing ourselves in a way where the whole intentions is to better each other, we want to talk about it in a way that's going to be better for us. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
like say for example, with what Rare Money saying, he's addressing a woman about a certain type of preference that he's looking for.
Mm-hmm.
He's expressing it in the best of his ability, but the whole point of the communication gets off track because the woman interpreted it a different way. She interpreted it as though he's attacking her, which that is not
Right.
his intention. And that whole conversation ended up going left because that's where she at, and now she's in her feelings, and vice versa. Maybe she have a certain preference for him, and she's trying to express that to him or trying to articulate that to him. But however, he interpreted it as though she's trying to emasculate him. And so that's why I'm saying, like, the effective communication part is what we need to practice on. When I was in college studying sociology, right, I had to take a course in marriage and family counseling, right, and one of the things that they taught us about was how to effectively communicate with each other. The best way, how the way you could effectively communicate with each other is ask open-ended questions where it's not in a negative way. You could
Mhm.
also lead a person to a certain way too, as well. Women are, matter of fact, women are very capable of manipulating men. A matter of fact, it is in a woman's DNA to be manipulative, right? But
Yes.
it's not in a bad. I don't want y'all to think that being manipulative is a bad thing, unless you're
Mhm.
using it in a bad way. But women have a way to manipulate a man in a good way. Say, for example, you with a man, he's lacking purpose. So you kind of try to guide him in the right direction to get him back on track. A
Mhm.
man, y'all in the car driving together. Y'all going to a certain place. You know that the man is going in the wrong direction. And what do? You say, baby, the navigation said that we need to turn around and go this way. You don't say, Negro, you need to turn around and go this way. You wrong. You don't say that, but you say it in a way to manipulate him to get to the understanding that he needs to do what you want him to do, right? But
Mhm.
all of that is all part of having effective communication.
Okay. 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 Effective communication is what we are missing in today. um wow. And also would you think emotional intelligence as well?
Yeah, absolutely. Emotional intelligence is just as supported as effective communication. If well, I'll put it to you this way: men, we're more logical in our reasoning. Whenever we come up to a conclusion about it, we put our emotions aside and we think logically. Even if we don't agree with the situation, we will think about it logically and we think about what would be the best solution for the situation. But however, women are different. I'm not saying that women are not logical. I'm not saying that women are not capable of being logical. But what women tend to do is that they will exercise their logic based on how the way they feel in that moment. And sometimes how the way they feel in that moment, it could either be a good thing or it could be a bad thing. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Wow, that's interesting. Red Money, you have anything that you want like to add to that?
Yeah, that was a lot right there. I'm old school with it though. I just my advice to people in the times we living in, it's hard to date. It's hard
Mhm.
to find somebody compatible. But
Right.
always the easiest thing to do is to find somebody that understands you, that's understand your flaws, your weaknesses are their strengths are your weaknesses, vice versa, and
Mhm.
you'll be all right.
Right, right,
When you
right.
come home, you don't like to be bothered the first 30 minutes. Don't get you no wife that's gonna nag you soon as you get home. If you ain't lovey dovey, don't get you
Mhm.
nobody that's too lovey dovey for you or whatever. Cause it's always
Right.
but it's somebody out there for everybody. Everybody don't
Yeah.
like to be bothered, so that'd be my advice to people. Just find you somebody that's compatible to you, that understands you. You understand them, and they
Mhm.
understand you. And when you do it that way, you'll be good to go. And as far as the feminist movement that's been going on for years, me personally, I think it was a way to keep black men at the bottom of the totem pole, and that
Mhm.
doesn't give us a excuse. But I think that was the way of doing it, because in the 50s, during the Jim Crows, we were marrying our women, even though we didn't have nothing. We still had our own little businesses, our own little
Right.
towns and stuff like that, and we were striving. And they came and they pulled the women away from us, and then the government came in, and it was all she wrote. Crack cocaine hit, and we ain't been the same since then. A lot of us got locked up in droves, men and women, and then we got a
Mhm.
whole bunch of crack babies out here now.
Yeah,
That
I can
raising
tell.
children that's raising children,
Right.
and a lot of grandmothers end up raising us too. And the male figure was removed, and I don't care what nobody say. I always go off of just logic and what you can see. People can believe in what they want to
Exactly.
believe in, but there's a Godhead, and it's God, man, women over children. and it circles back,
Mm.
and it's a circle. And when we fall off of that, this is what we get now. And
Right.
and the closer we was to that, the closer we was as a family. Even though we might didn't have nothing, and we was all messed up or whatever, but we still was together. And the
Mm-hmm.
farther away we get from that Godhead, the more and more things gonna get worse and worse and worse as we see them now. So I always believe if there's a Godhead and there's an order, and the reason why it was orders or ordained that that man leads and protect the wife and the children. He go and buy a home, she make it a house. He go and buy groceries, she make it dinner.
Mm-hmm.
So once we get away from that, it's what we got out here. We got a whole lot of everything. And then
Yeah.
so it's deep.
Wow, that and you're right, Red Money. A lot of people have gotten away from traditional values. Hey, your thoughts. I'm glad that you came through. Thank you for coming through, sweetie. But just for the people that came late, Urban, can you please tell us for the people that came late, how has modern day feminism? Just how is it? How do you feel like it's destroying our women or destroying women?
Yeah, I explain it again. I'm explaining it in another way too,
Okay.
because Rare Money, he actually brought up some good talking points, by the
Yeah, he
way,
did.
and I want to capitalize on that too. See, we since we're talking about Black American, right?
Mhm.
Us being as Black people in America, right?
Mhm.
Before, within the first or second wave feminism movement,
Mhm.
there was a patriarchal system that we was operating on, but it was two different ones. There was ones that quote unquote white people was operating on, and there was ones that Black American was operating on. The
Mhm.
one that white people was operating on, that was operating on the patriarchal system that they treated their women as property. Okay,
Yes.
since
Yes.
they treated their women as property, and also they was having a little bit of polygamy going on as well too.
Exactly.
The reason why is because during that era where when our ancestors was going through slavery in this country, right? Guess what they was doing to the one house women there? They was
Mhm.
sleeping with them. They was treating them as property, as concubines, right? Concubines, right?
Exactly. Mhm.
Why having a wife? And when the wife said something about it, guess what he did? He abused them. He was a narcissistic. He was abusing them, and he was treating their own wives as property. This
Exactly.
was sparked the first wave of the feminist movement because they got tired of it. So these women, they seen that they wasn't getting the full push because the whole point of this patriarchal system was tied into law. And so
Mhm.
they knew that they wasn't getting a proper push with the law. So guess what they did? They
Mhm.
went and started talking to the house women, right? The slaves there, right? And
Right.
told them like, hey, we need to revolt together. If we come together and revolt together, then we could want to push this movement. We could push this law where we can have our voice be heard.
Mhm.
That's what happened. And that's how the second wave of the feminist movement came about. But keep in mind, we were still operating a totally different patriarchal system. And our patriarchal system, we didn't treat our women as property. We
Right.
already understood by spirituality that our woman is equal to us, that our woman is queen. Because we know that we needed each other, especially through everything that we were going through. So we knew spiritually and logically that we needed each other. So that's why we treated each other with respect during that time. That's why you seen through the times where, we was dressed up, the wives was respect the husband. She had a home cooked meal and everything. She was taking care of the children, educating the children while the husband was doing what he needed to do and stuff because there was a respect there. Okay.
Right.
And so to bring the point about the modern day feminism, what ended up happening is that we had lost our way of our original patriarchal system, how the way we originally were, where we were
Mhm.
respecting each other. We lost that. And we
Right.
end up inheriting the current patriarchal system of how these dudes was doing, or how these white dudes is, and we using that.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, since we are in that system, the women are pushing back on that in the feminism movement. So the feminism movement, modern day feminism movement, is doing the same exact thing. They want equality. They want to be equal. They don't want to be treated as property. But the only thing about it is that the third and fourth wave feminism movement is now teaching them that they don't need a man. Period. They,
Okay.
a matter of fact, you could use karma. In other words, the same exact way how these men treat you in the past, this is how you're going to treat them in the present, in the future. Same exact way, and that's what's happening right now in this feminism movement, and that's why I don't agree with it.
Okay.
Facts.
All
And I
right.
can I can give an example real quick before you wrap it up, Selena.
Okay.
I know somebody personally that's been in the dating market for the last a friend of mine. She's been in the dating market for the last 4 years,
Mm-hmm.
and she can't find a man or a quote unquote good man because she got it on. She got her own house, own car, own job, all that good stuff. And I give her advice and I tell her stop. At first she didn't stop doing it now, but she just say I got this, I got that, and telling the man everything she got. And I told her, I said, men, we have to feel needed. So if you already have this and you have that, where am I coming in at?
Okay.
Um, and like, am I? Can I offer you my protection? Can I give you something? Um, but a man has to feel needed in order to stay. If he's not needed, he gonna sleep there a little bit and he's gonna go. So that's just a little advice to women that's out here on that movement. You're
Mm-hmm.
gonna wake up and you're gonna be 40, 50, and you'll be alone because you have everything. But ain't nothing like nobody, us holding each other at nighttime, especially
I
it's
know
cold
that's right.
outside now. Ain't nothing like that. So,
So
you can
let me
get your wine. Yeah, go ahead.
so let me ask y'all this since, and I'm sorry for cutting you off. Go ahead and finish. I have that
No,
bad.
you good. Go ahead. I was done.
I was just want to know, how can you show a man that you need them without being seen as needy? Like, is there a middle ground, or can y'all kind of give me some advice on that, to show a man that you need him without it being that you're like thirsty or you're needy?
It depends. I always say start off with the small stuff. I
Hmm.
open the pickle jar up for me. Can you get this off the shelf? Can you change the light bulbs? Little small stuff like that. That's
Okay.
him. Because he in the big stuff. You need a little extra on the light bill. He'll feel comfortable. You wouldn't even probably have to ask him. I think it'll be communication and him just being around you, and he'll be at me and are able to pick up on that, and you won't even have to ask him. He'll leave you $200 on the table. Um, After
Wow.
that's just how the real men know what I'm talking about. Y'all, that's just how men we pick up on that stuff. So I say start off on the small stuff, just the little stuff around the house. You might not need nothing. Can you get this off this box off the shelf for me? So now he's feeling like he's needed, and once he's starting to feel like he's needed, then he's gonna be intrigued to stay around because he has something to do. And also, too, the other thing I wanted to say, some men need a push because some women out here are so strong and powerful, and y'all don't even know it.
Hmm.
You can push a man into greatness. Sometimes you might have that joker who might come up on your doorstep, and he might not have it all together, but he got a plan, and he might need you to help push that plan into action. Now, I ain't saying be no fool and put everything in your name and then like that,
Right.
but that comes with conversation and seeing where y'all at and stuff like that. And sometimes you can help a brother out, and then that brother, you got no discernment. That brother gonna take care of you once he get to that point where you to push them. Because some women, God and gave a gift to where they just got it like that, where they can restore a man back to whole. And when they restore a man back to whole, is the sky's the limit. So
Mm.
yeah, I say take that into consideration too. Like you might have that joker. He might you'll be able to tell because he'll have a good head on his shoulder. He'll be able to he got sense when he's talking. He ain't out here
Right.
just trying to stay up on you and spend the night on you and play the game all day and all that. He's actually trying to get somewhere, get something done, or and all that. Because men, we all real men, we always have a plan. We always have a goal, a 1 year goal, a 2 year goal, 5 year goal, a 10 year plan.
Mhm.
And sometimes we just need that push from that good woman, uh, to get us
Oh
there.
wow. Shirley said, don't talk too much. Shirley
Mm-hmm.
said, don't talk too much. Your thought says, just be yourself and communicate to him what you need. Wow. That's amazing.
Let,
That is
uh,
amazing.
let, let me get clarification with what you was asking. Are you talking about you as a woman being needy to feel like you be needed to the men or what?
Yeah, I think sometimes, like I said, in this modern day world, we wanna. I know for me, I have a lot of traditional values because I was raised around older people, but then sometimes, I got a little bit of that modern kind of attitude as well, and I think that sometimes I was trying to find um I was trying to see if I could find a middle where I could let a man know I need you, I want you, without being weak or feeling like I'm being too needy or being feeling like I'm thirsty. Hey, little bit, how are you, sweetie? That's kind of what I was trying to say. I don't know if I've articulated it well.
Yeah, I understand that. I was trying to get clarity on this so I can respond properly.
Mhm.
So, in other words, the whole issue is about vulnerability.
Okay.
Now, vulnerability is a huge thing for women. Okay,
Mhm.
especially with modern day women. Modern day women, they want to feel like that they always want to be in control, and the
Okay.
reason why they feel that way is based on what I was saying in the past about this, what men was sitting up here taking advantage of them, where they was doing all these things to abuse them physically,
Mhm.
mentally, spiritually. So these modern day type of women, they figured that we're not going to be like our predecessors. We're going to be strong. We're going to be independent. We're not going to rely on a man to do anything. But the bad part about that is that when you enter into a relationship, especially a traditional relationship, you're gonna meet a man who want to take the lead, who want to be that protector and provider. But the one thing about it is that if you afraid to be vulnerable, then you're going to step in front of him. You're going to, instead of him being the protector and provider, you're going to do that on
Okay.
his behalf. And you're doing that based on because you're feeling vulnerable. You're doing that based on fear, and you're
Okay.
doing it based on because you want to be in control of the situation.
Mm.
Whenever you in a true relationship, right? And
Mhm.
this for both men and women. Whenever you in a true relationship, right? We have to be vulnerable for each other.
Okay.
We have to be vulnerable to each other where we totally trust each other with our
Mhm.
vulnerability. We trust each other that we're not going to take our vulnerability and we're not going to use it against each other, but we're going to use it to perfect each other. Okay. To
Okay.
make us stronger, to build the relationship and make both of us stronger and better. And that's what it's all about.
Mm. So it's basically learning to be vulnerable and trusting someone. And I think what stops a lot of that is fear.
Yeah,
Fear.
absolutely.
Yeah, fear stops a lot of that. Well, this is an awesome conversation. I actually would like to do a part two, to be honest with you. Hey, Faith Keeper. Hey, beautiful. Whenever you have time, Urban, I would truly appreciate you to hit me up behind the scenes. My IG, if you have IG, is Queen Selena 1125. If you can contact me, because I really would like to have you on again.
So, girl, no grown man like me don't do no IG. No, not play.
Oh,
I got IG account.
oh,
I have a one professional IG account, so I could hit you up or on my page on my House Urban Lounge podcast page. I do have my email address on there. I could want to submit to you. Matter of fact, I submit to you in the private chat as well too, if
oh,
that'd be
please
better
do.
for you.
Please do. I would appreciate it. Because you have to come on again. There's a lot more that I want to discuss, and I like picking the brains of the good brothers that come on my panel, like Rare Money, Russell Red, and you. And it's a lot others that have hit my panel that have a lot of great information. And I like to pick your guys, pick y'all brain a little bit, because you know one thing I will ask you: what's wrong with a little lace front and some little eyelashes and nails? What's wrong with that?
You now you know good and well when you was in my lab today, I I said that it wasn't nothing wrong with that, as long as you're doing it for the correct reasons.
Right.
I said that as long as you're doing it for the purpose of you're just trying to enhance yourself
Hmm.
for certain type of situations, like say for example a woman probably have like medical issues, like
Right.
whatever it is, and you have to enhance yourself by wearing lace front or even wigs and stuff like that. Men understand that, and we
Hmm.
will accept that. Say for example you're going somewhere and you're going to be in front of a camera, you have to do like photo shoots or whatever and stuff, right?
Right.
Men accept that because we understand that. A matter of fact, my middle daughter, right, she participate in cheerleader. She's a professional cheerleader, literally.
Hmm.
Whenever she get in front of camera, she had to enhance her look. She can't look natural, she have to enhance her looks. The reason why
Right.
she do that, it's because of the film, because it looks women look better on film when they're wearing a little bit more makeup, when they're wearing, a little bit more eyelashes, whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
For the aesthetic purposes. So it's
Hmm.
nothing wrong with that. But however, the pushback with me and other men is that when you're trying to do that, purposely trying to get attention, especially when you're in a relationship, because the only person you should be giving attention to is the person who you're in a relationship with. And I guarantee if that dude truly love you, he'll accept you for how the way you are. He don't care about all that extra stuff that you're doing. He really don't.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, and I thank you for clearing that up. So, like I said, because I didn't wasn't able to be there your whole live, but I thank you for saying that. But your thought says less is best, ladies. Your beautiful inside show on the outside. Okay,
Yeah,
and
facts.
show on the
Facts. I
outside.
agree. And that's another point too, is that at the end of the day, a real man is going to be looking at these things, and I know Kevin Samuels say this all the time, but to be honest with you, it's true. We're looking for a woman to be fit, friendly, and submissive, and it's honestly true.
Hmm.
And when we talking about fit, we're not talking about a lady who's athletically built fit. We're talking about
Okay.
that you just healthy. That's what we're talking about,
Right.
because we don't want to be in a relationship with a woman and she's not healthy. The next thing you know, she end up going to the hospital all the time. Then we got all these unnecessarily medical expenses that we have to tend to for the simple fact that she's not taking care of herself.
Right.
That's what he's talking about. Being
Mhm.
friendly is a woman who has a good attitude. Where
Right.
if I take you out somewhere, you're not going to embarrass the hell out of me. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You are chilling. You know, that the submissive part, and this is what a lot of women have pushback on the submissive part. They thinking that the submissive part is somebody, a dude who's been controlling or a dude who's been a narcissist. That is not what it's talking about. Submissive part is that you understand your role as a woman. You understand that you're living in your own femininity, and uh, the moments where you need to be that nurturer, and you need to turn out to be an nurturer. It's some moments where you need to be strong, even for us, because there'll be certain situations that we just don't see as men, but y'all will pick up on it. But
Mhm.
it can't be like that every single time because you're feeling jealous or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. That is awesome. Well, Irvin, I'm excited. Like I said, hopefully you will come on again. I'm gonna reach out to you when I'm gonna do another live, kind of talking a little bit about this, and we can go beyond that. But this is me without makeup. I want to cam up and just because I cammed up earlier because I like to let people know I can come on without makeup. But I'm gonna come on here in decent and in order too. You can't be coming on here with no hair bonnet. But but I enjoy your conversation, Rare Money. It's always a pleasure. Do y'all have any last thoughts before I end this slide?
No, I'm just gonna say salute, and I appreciate your words of wisdom, Mr. Irvin. Salute, brother, and I definitely be checking you out too, man.
Yeah, check them out, Rare Money. And any other, all my other supporters, check Urban out. He's awesome. Like I said, he has a different perspective. Like I said, and it's good to have different perspectives, about certain things. And I appreciate you, brother, both of you guys. This was a blessing y'all came on. And I just want to say, hey, Irvin. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. You came in here before when I cammed up, didn't you?
Yeah,
Before.
yeah, I see you. I see you a whole lot of different times when you come up.
Oh,
Every
okay.
times where I participate in the chat, every times I be in the bushes by watch or I'll catch the replay of your show. But
Okay.
yeah, I don't see you, so yeah,
Thank you.
no worries here at all. But
Yeah.
I also like to take the moment to thank you for once again inviting me on your platform, and I
Uh-huh.
appreciate that a whole lot. Once again, my channel is the House of Urban Lounge podcast. All you got to do is type it up in YouTube. If it's okay, the moderators they can want to drop my channel in the chat, that's fine,
Oh,
no
please
problem.
drop his channel in the chat, guys. We want to appreciate our guests. Your thoughts. The link is pinned at the very top. If you scroll up to the top, you'll see where the link is pinned. I look forward to seeing you again, us working together again. And also share this live with your people so that they can be introduced to my channel as well, Irvin. I would really appreciate it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the moment I came up, I did. Yeah, I
Thank
did.
you.
So,
Thank you.
and say you want to know before we leave, you want to know the interesting part about my channel is
What?
that even though I talk about red pill and manosphere
Uh-huh.
content, right? Guess what? According to my analytics, it is more women who watch my channel than men. Do you believe that?
Wow. Yeah, I could. Because some women are really curious about how men think, what men want, you know what I'm saying? And that's why people would be surprised. I don't know why, but people were surprised when a lot of women watched Kevin Samuels, even though a lot of women hated Kevin Samuels. There was women that actually agreed with his message. You know what I'm saying? I didn't agree with all of it, but some of the things that he said was very valid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So we
yeah, facts.
you
Yeah,
know
facts. Sorry about cutting you off.
mhm.
But yeah, facts. It was the same thing with me. There are certain talking points that I didn't agree with Kevin Samuels on, but there are other talking points that I absolutely agree with him on. He was on point, and that's like with a lot of the content creators that's in that space. On there's some points I agree with him on. Then other points like, nah, y'all out of pocket on this one. I'm just saying.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Some we can agree to disagree on some things, but some things I will agree with. It is what it is at the end of the day. But guys, yes, please sub up to House of Urban Lounge. She is awesome. Check him out. I had some of the best men up here today, Russell Red, as well as Rare Money, and my boy Irvin. This was a good day. This was a good night tonight. So, guys, I want to thank you for your support and thank you for your wisdom. Um, guys, you heard it. We got some of the best men over here. So thank God for that. So keep checking me out. I'm gonna have Urban and hopefully Rare Money and Russell and whoever else. I got some good men in the chat that would love to come up. Hey, you're more than welcome. And women too. I got some beautiful, smart women over here. So you can hit the link as well on my next live when we talk a little bit about men and women relationships and stuff like that. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you for your time, Urban. Thank you for your time, Rare Money. I
All right,
appreciate
salute.
you as always. And shout out to the super chats that I received. Um, you know, thank you, Russell Red, for my birthday gift. That was a blessing. I appreciate you, Russell. Y'all all made me smile today. So thank you for coming through. Make sure you press the like button, like, share, subscribe, and always push the notification button. So when I'm live, you'll know when I'm going live. Sometimes I do change, because I am a busy girl. So, but one thing I'm happy about, I made a really high A on my presentation that I did in my college course today. It's a class that's called group processing. That's basically for people that will become caseworkers in the future, that will be working with people in the mental health, I would say position, like people that actually, whether they are struggling with different financial needs or substance abuse. So, and people that want to come to supportive groups, like facilitating it. Because a lot of times when you're working in human health services, you're going to work with people as far as like counseling. So I actually made a really high A, and my teacher was like, "You were one of the best," and she's a very hard professor to pass. So I was just thankful. So even though I was going through a lot doing YouTube, I still made a way. So not on, well, God helped me through it because He gave me the brains. Even though I had a lot going on, I'm successful. Uh, I'm successful spiritually and naturally. Have to remind folks. Yeah, I'm smart and successful spiritually and physically. So thank the good Lord for that. Y'all have a blessed day. I love you guys of Reese's Pieces. And on the next live, I will be doing a cash app. It ain't gonna be a lot, but I will be doing a cash app because I want to keep my word and start at least doing maybe 2 a month, 2 or 3 a month. But I want to be able to bless people a little, just with a little bit of lunch money, for the people that come over here and support me regularly, and just that's just here. Your support means a lot to me. So thank you so much. Guys, remember what I said. If don't nobody else love you, I love you, and I don't even have to know you. Be blessed. Y'all have a great night. Bye.